Welcome back to Vana Media. My name is Boniface Owino, and as usual, I'm going to be your host for today. There is this question that I've been asking myself, and I think it's high time we talk about it. That do you think Raila Amolo Odinga, the former Prime Minister, and also the former opposition leader, will be able to save William Samoei Ruto from the wrath of Kenyans? We know very well that Raila Amolo Odinga and William Samoei Ruto right now are working together, in as much as a lot of people are trying to defend Raila Odinga. I had Jimmy Wanjigi yesterday asking Yvonne Okwara during an interview on the Explainer at around 9 from 10 p.m. that is it really true that Raila Odinga is supporting William Ruto, or is in this broad-based government? Because according to Jimmy Wanjigi was saying that one leg of Raila Amolo Odinga is in the government, another leg is in the opposition, and that is why he has got people in the parliament as minority. Now, according to me, I think that William Samoei Ruto will not be able to be saved by Raila Odinga. In short, Raila Odinga will not save William Samoei Ruto from Kenyans. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because William Ruto has been given a lot of chances by Kenyans, and he has failed to use those chances very well. The first chance that William Samoei Ruto was given by Kenyans was during the reshufflement, during the firing of the CSS. Okay, let us start from the day the Gen Z started the demonstration. The Gen Z's demonstrations and their aim was very clear. Their request was very clear. Number one, it was William Samoei Ruto was supposed to vacate the office. That was number one thing, in which he didn't do that. The second thing that the Gen Zs were demanding, but the cabinet was supposed to be dismantled, in which it happened. But now another thing that the Gen Zs wanted, they told William Ruto that in as much as you fired these people, fire all of them and do not bring them back. Those were the demands of the Gen Zs. Now, William Samoei Ruto made a mistake. After being given another chance by the Gen Zs, in which he fired all of them. After firing them, the greatest mistake that he did, we all thought that maybe William Ruto will do that reconsideration and maybe bring new people on board. Of course, he brought some of the new people, but now he also brought the people that he fired. Somebody like Aden Duale was brought back. Somebody like Soipan Tuya was brought back. Somebody like Kipchumba Murkomen was brought back. Around 6 of them were brought back. But now the Gen Zs were saying very well, do not bring them back. Do not do the reshufflement. And I was looking at this thing in this angle, that the reshufflement of the CSS by William Ruto is like students in high school with the principal and also the teachers, whereby the students goes to the principal and reports to the principal by telling the principal that, hello sir, you gave us a chemistry teacher. He started teaching very well, but now he's not teaching us the way maybe we expected. And now the teacher says that, what do you want me to do? And the students tell the teacher that we want you to take him away from our class. What the principal does, he doesn't literally take that teacher out of the class, because this teacher teaches chemistry and the students are complaining about chemistry teacher. So what the principal does, he goes to the staff room and tells this teacher that instead of teaching this form, let me call it form 2. Instead of teaching form 2 chemistry, you will be teaching them mathematics. So instead of taking that teacher away from that class, the teacher is brought back to the class, but now given a different subject. So at the end of the day, you come to realize that the problem that the student had with the teacher will still remain, because what has happened is that the teacher has been reshuffled, has not been taken away from the class. So that is what the mistake that William Ruto did by the time that the Gen Zs were demanding that all these yeses were to be fired and never brought back. Another thing that is making Raila Amolo Odinga not to help William Samoei Ruto even coming 2027 is this. William Ruto, however much Raila Amolo Odinga will try to help him, William Ruto cannot win the trust of Kenyans. He can never win the trust of Kenyans back. And yesterday, even Jimmy Wanjigi was saying that we are expecting election before 2027, because William Ruto is not a leader. William Ruto is not a president. He cannot do the needful. He cannot lead according to the way the constitution says. So however much Raila Odinga will try to bring his people on board to help William Ruto, he must also know that one thing that is going to happen is that if the ship of William Ruto will sink, even all these people will sink with the ship. We will sink with this boat. This boat is going to sink, and the boat, once the boat is sinking, it will sink with everybody. People like John Mbadi, alias Anjoho, Wycliffe Oparanya, Wandai, all these people are going to sink with this ship. There will be no excuse and there will be no explanation as to why. They will not tell us that, okay, you know, we got into this government when these things were like this. Nobody told them to go to this government. Nobody told them to support the government. And that is why people like Eugene Wamalwa were saying the other day that right now it is either wakati kama huu ni kama hauwezi ukaokoa wananchi, basi itabidi uokoe Zakayo. So that is the narrative. Okoa Zakayo or okoa wananchi. The third thing, however much I know very well, there is a let me talk about this according to the Gen Zs. There is a mistake that the Gen Zs did, in which I think this is one of the things that made them fail. But at the end of the day, we'll come to realize that at least it opened a lot of people's eyes. Now, the Gen Zs had got a good plan. It started very well. They did it, the first demonstration, second demonstration, third demonstration, and with also the achievements, we also what they achieved, everything that they did, and their requests were done. But now the mistake that the Gen Zs did is that they didn't have a proper and a clear plan. Immediately after William Samoei Ruto had refused to sign the finance bill due to their request, now that is when now the Gen Zs came and became reluctant. Now they started forcing issues. They started blaming everybody. They blamed Raila Odinga here and there. They started blaming everybody, saying this, using this word tutakusalimia. So this word tutakusalimia made the Gen Zs to lose focus. And you find that some of them were even now joining the government. People like I don't want to mention, but we know some of them that started supporting William Samoei Ruto. So the Gen Zs had got no clear plan, and but in as much as they did have that clear plan, it really opened their demonstration opened a lot of people's eyes. Both the old generation and the generation X, the generation Y, all that, the millennial. Everybody's eyes were opened by the Gen Z's demonstration. Number one thing that the Gen Z's help people with is that they opened people's eyes on this matter of corruption. And I think after the Gen Z's demonstration, that is now where people realize that even in the county government, there are a lot of loitering that is going on. There is a lot of money laundering that is going on. Governors are giving money and they're doing nothing with the money. MPs have got money, they are giving money for the CDF, but they're doing nothing with this money. So in as much as maybe we can say that they didn't have proper planning, but at least it opened people's eyes. And that is now by opening people's eyes, everybody's eyes is right now opened, and you find that even yesterday when William Ruto was in Nyamira, and even today, yes, he was trying to talk to people, but now people fail to respond because they know that this one is just a lie.
Kwa sababu ya mambo ya stima, mimi nimesema hivi, maneno ya stima ni ya muhimu kwa sababu tunataka stima ifike kwa nyumba ya kila mwananchi. Tumeelewana? Hiyo maneno ya stima mimi nataka niwaeleze hivi. Hapa Nyamira tumetoa pesa shilingi milioni 650 ya kusambaza stima Nyamira County. Na tunataka kuhakikisha kwamba manyumba ingine 10,000 manyumba mpya 10,000 ya stima itaunganishwa hapa Nyamira County.
Everybody that William Ruto says right now are lies. So that is why those are the reasons why, if in as much as Raila Odinga will be trying maybe to support William Ruto, but he will fail. William Ruto will not be rescued by Raila Odinga. Truth be told, and I'll talk about this issue of John Mbadi in the treasury in the next video probably, and also combine it with some of the issues that were addressed yesterday by Jimmy Wanjigi concerning the treasury, concerning the MIF and all that. Another last thing that is making Raila Amolo Odinga not be in a position to help William Ruto. In the last election, we know very well that if there is a place that William Ruto garnered a lot of votes, was in Mount Kenya. After garnering a lot of votes in Mount Kenya, William Ruto turned his back against the people of the mountain. And after turning back from the people of the mountain, these guys realized that, okay, this is what William Ruto is doing. Now, what we do is also this. Now, let us also try to fight against him. Let us now try to bring our own Gachagwa's equation in it. So by bringing Gachagwa's equation, William Ruto realized that let me run back now and start looking votes from other parts of the county. That is why you find that he went to Western, he captured Musalia Mudavadi and also Wetangula. He went to Nyanza, he tried to capture, but I don't think the people of Nyanza, I don't think if sincerely speaking, they can vote for William Ruto. The people of Western, I don't know, but according to Natembea, I really don't know. But one thing I'm sure of is that 99.9% of the people that comes from Mount Kenya, from Central Province, will not vote for William Ruto. Not unless maybe there are those ones that maybe are just being bribed, or maybe if the votes are stolen. But one thing I know for sure is that William Samoei Ruto will not get the exact votes that he got from Mount Kenya during the last election. Why? Because Rigathi Gachagua is still there. And we don't know the plan that Rigathi Gachagua has. Jimmy Wanjigi yesterday confessed by saying that he might. He said that he might, if need be, then he might be in the ballot coming 2027. So are you seeing all this? And Kalonzo is also there. Kalonzo is saying that he's going to fight for the presidency. And the people of Mount Kenya are planning to form a Kagema alliance. That is Gema plus Kamba, bring it to Kagema. So I don't know the plan, but one thing I'm sure of is that however much William Ruto will try, however much he'll try to bring Raila on board, Raila Amolo Odinga will not be able to save William Ruto, because Raila Odinga is going to become the chairman of African Union. He has not endorsed anybody. He's not going to endorse anybody, not even now. So that is why even the leadership of ODM is at stake. He has not declared, he has not even said anything concerning that. So how sure is William Ruto that Raila Odinga is going to help him? And as we all know that Raila Odinga can drive you, is like Raila Odinga is like a driver. He can drive you. You know, you are sitting at the back. You are the passengers and the driver is there. He's driving this vehicle and then he goes with you, and then if he realizes that the vehicle is going to enter a ditch that maybe will make you sink, he gets off. He gets off the vehicle and now leaves you to go. So that is now what is happening with Raila Odinga together with William Ruto right now. William Ruto's last hope is on Raila Odinga. And Raila Amolo Odinga is someone that you cannot depend on. No matter how you try, you cannot depend on Raila Amolo Odinga. That is all I had for today. Let me know what you think at the comment section. But just a reminder, if you're meeting for the first time, please don't forget to click the subscribe button. You can also like, share, and drop your comment. Tell me what you think and where you're watching us from. As I normally say, that feedback is normally the key thing in any form of communication. And not fail to appreciate those who have been giving us your support, because without your support, this channel cannot grow and it cannot be where it has reached as now. Until we meet again, I've been your host, Boniface Awino. Bye-bye.